Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Let's Up the Score, where we keep takes real and the vibes even realer. Today, we're going to switch it up a little bit. No breakdowns, no previews, talking about bucket list only. Uh, every sports fan, even hardcore sports fans, will have a bucket list. We're going to list games, places, maybe moments, but we ain't going to do it. We're just going to just talk about bucket list, basically. The places that I will go to and other sports fans love to go to too. Uh, Hit me up at TikTok, IG, YouTube. Like I said, we're gonna switch it up a little bit different today. Episode 6, my bucket list, or any sports man's bucket list. Uh, I don't have it in order. I'm just gonna tell you the reasons why and why I think this is good for. Well, I'm just gonna tell you my opinion on what's the bucket list, what's on my bucket list. No 1 through 10, just give you a couple. I might do like a part two later down the line, but right now I'm just gonna hit you with a couple. I'm gonna give you my reasons why this is on my bucket list. Uh, my first bucket list, I would say, I definitely want to go to New York and visit Yankee Stadium, the new Yankee Stadium at that. Even though they tore down the other one maybe a couple of years ago or whatnot, but I'd rather go to Yankee Stadium because I want to go to a Yankee game. So I want to scratch that off of my bucket list, no matter who's playing. I do want to see if I can while Aaron Judge still playing in a pinstripe jersey on. That would be a plus. My thing is on that is reason why I picked the Yankees stadium because the is it's more modern right now than it was back in the day. I think I want to feel the atmosphere of the Yankees stadium. I might not be able to capture it like the old one, but I'll definitely want to go to the new one just to say I've been to a Yankee game before. And I've been to a couple of baseball games, uh, especially major leagues. I've been to 2 or 3 Atlanta Braves games because I'm from Georgia, so I'll take that 2 hour trip to go see the Yankees. Oh, not Yankees, the Braves play. So I've been to a couple of those, but like I said, I that the next time I take a trip to New York, I'm gonna try to go to a Yankees game at least and fill out the vibes and take it while I'm up there. I'll at least take a few days off just to catch a series up there or whatnot. Yeah. For my next one, I would say Vegas. Vegas on my list too. I ain't talking about the Las Vegas Raiders or the Las Vegas Athletics, but I'm talking about the NBA Summer League. I like to go to one of those because I love basketball. Uh, that's Vegas. The thing about Vegas is, since I live in Georgia, it's during the same time as Peach Jam. So I would, so I might have to give up my Peach Jam days to go out there just to watch the pros and the other guys. They gonna play either in the league or overseas or the G League. And other rookies, I want to see the next NBA star, and I think that's gonna be exciting. I think I do. If I go there, I want at least. I want to do at least a get. I want to at least do a day pass of that. But sorry for my speech the whole time. I was a little excited trying to make sure my make sure I get everything out. Make sure I don't talk fast enough so I can think slowly so I can get it done efficiently at least. But excuse all that. But like I said, I want to go to Vegas. So like I said, I want to do a day pass. A day pass at least go to see a couple of games. To go back from Thomas Mack Arena to the other arena and go to this arena or go to that arena all day. Well, I know my girl gonna hate that, but other than that, I mean that's a good guys trip too. But for me, going to the NBA Summer League to be like a bonus for me, like Peach Jam, because when I go to Peach Jam, I go bounce to every game to game just to see who the next big college prospect and new high school prospect. Same here. That'll be a little added bonus for me. Like I said, even though tickets might be expensive, uh, I would like to see go to a couple of games, take a day here, take a day just to enjoy Vegas, and take another day to go to another game. But like I said, my ultimate thing to be in the summer league to me, like I said, as long as they give me a day pass or something like that, I'm all down for it. I'd be out there the whole day if I have to just watch the basketball game. I get a nice I get a nice kick out of it just watching games and stuff. So that'll be a big deal for me. Uh the next thing is on my bucket list too. Back to New York. I definitely want to go to a Madison Square Garden game, watch the New York Knicks play. Or depending on the situation, if I came up there in March or something like that, I don't mind seeing St. John's play too. But like I said, the Gardens, the Mecca, I want to go there so I can experience it. Uh, at least I don't want to be courtside seats. More I want to at least have decent seats I can see the action. But I know the tickets are there very expensive too, so that might take some of my life savings away just to get some pretty decent seats just to get in the garden. Uh, I want to go there and experience the stars and the celebrities and stuff like that, the whole vibe of the Madison Square Garden. And no matter who's playing, don't matter to me. I just love basketball. I don't care who plays really. I just want to enjoy the experience of it. Uh, I might get a little criticized for saying it, but truth is, I'm there just for the experience, the whole ambiance of looking at retired jerseys, the lights, the whole entertainment prospect of it, because you ain't gonna get there in State Farm, uh, Spectrum. I live close to those two stadiums because Shaw is about 2.5, maybe 3 hours, depending which way you coming from. And I'm 2.5 hours from State Farm in Atlanta. So I already been to those NBA arenas. So that would be nice. Matter of fact, speaking of I was in New York during the time, I went to the Barclays Arena last year to see the Liberty play in the playoffs versus the Dream. And that was the experience in there was good. But I would like to go back to the Barclays Center too to see the New Jersey Knicks, not New Jersey, but the Brooklyn Knicks play. So I would like to go back there and experience the NBA experience too. I went to a WNBA playoff game in Brooklyn and Barclays. And I definitely want to experience again too going to the NBA arena. So that's another. I definitely want to go to the mecca of NBA. Go to Madison Square Garden. I just want to, like I said, I just want to feel the vibes and plus enjoy the sceneries, the lights, and how players turn up in a stadium in an arena, with a packed crowd in Madison Square Garden. So that's on my bucket list too. Uh, the next one I would say on my list, this was probably the very very top of my list if I had it in order. I definitely want to go to Duke in North Carolina. No matter where it is, I don't care if it's in Dean Smith or Karen Indoors. I definitely want to go there. Because I'm a huge North Carolina fan, even though I live in Georgia. I'm not a Bulldog fan or a Georgia Tech fan. but I'm a North Carolina Tar Heel fan. I definitely want to go to that because I've been watching that rivalry since I was 5 years old, and the camera crazes are are crazy, man. It's so close and intimate. It's almost like in a high school arena. So I won't say arena, but more like a high school gym. That's why, to me, if I had to pick one of those two stadiums just to see that game, I'd probably go to Canyon Indoor or North Carolina shirt on and get heckled and the whole 9 yards just because I'm a Tar Heel fan. I just want to go to Canyon Indoor because how close and intimate it is. It feels like a high school gym. And then the whole aesthetics of the whole 9 yards, the bleachers, the crowd standing over you, and all sorts of stuff. I, that's another that's another thing on my bucket list too. That I want to go to Duke and North Carolina game. Don't matter which area it is in Durham or Chapel Hill. Don't matter to me. Uh, the next bucket list on my bucket list, I'm gonna definitely say I'm gonna want Fenway Park. I want to go to Boston, go to a Boston Red Sox game, experience that, look at the Green Monster and the whole scenery of that. I would like to sit in in Boston. I don't know if I want to sit behind the home plate or sit in the outfield. To me, I think I'd rather be sitting in the outfield because I want to see balls hit out the park and experience that. I think it's one of the oldest ballparks in major leagues, if I'm not mistaken. That's another reason I want to go there because I want to experience the stadium, the atmosphere of that too. How difficult, especially another thing about it is the green monster. That's another thing I love about that, the big green monster over to the left field. Yeah, left field. So no matter who playing that day, I just want to sit in there and enjoy the game with a hot dog and enjoy watching baseball in one of the oldest stadiums in major leagues. And the next one I'm gonna say, I want to go to Europe. I don't care if Manchester United or Madrid, something. But I do want to go to somewhere in England or somewhere in Europe to experience the soccer. I don't care if it's in London. I don't care if it's in Spain. I just want to experience it because soccer over there is real major and international. So I want to see like Cristiano Ronaldo or other players like that. So I just want to go just see get experience of what real soccer is over in that country, and I would like to do that. See a real soccer game in Europe and how the crowd. I'm pretty much enjoying the crowd situation more than anything else. Really, to be honest with you, that's why I want to go to Europe because the whole dynamic of the crowd, the experience of it, how they get rowdy, and how noisy it is when you leave out there. Because it looked like on TV, it looked like the stadium would be shaking and stuff. It looked like they're having a good time up there. Uh, Other than that, that might be that probably way down on my bucket list because I got, like I said, it should be top, but it going because of the reason why. The reason why is down on my bucket list because of like the flights and stuff like that, and the little expenses of that. That's about Europe. Going over there, find a hotel, enjoying time, and all the other stuff. So it'd be a new foreign thing for me. Especially I never been to a soccer game, but if I had to experience a soccer game, it'd be over there. But my first one would probably be the MLS game. So, any of you fans, tell me what's the best Major League Soccer game to go to. I put that on my bucket list, and I go from there. And it is what it is. The next one on my bucket list, I'm gonna say the Final Four. I just want to go there because I like to go to a basketball game in a football stadium or just enjoying the Final Four experience because they go to different places every year. I want to, depending on what teams are there, it's gonna be a better experience. Depends on the Blue Bloods or the team that never been there before. And I think the environment there will be it'll be kind of cool to go to a Final Four game just to see how the crazy fans sitting in 60,000 seat or 40,000 seat just to watch the game. Uh, I like the whole ambiance of that. They going to a Houston Texans stadium with the backdrop in the back because the backdrop's a little bit different playing in the gym or the arena or wherever they got and they on campus. So that's another thing about it. And plus the whole the whole atmosphere outside the game to see people represent their school and how the cities get their revenue out of it and whatnot too. But I'm there just for the game, just experience the game. So that's why it's on my bucket list. Uh, Another one I say, I'm gonna say the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's on my bucket list too. I've been, I won't say I've been to the Super Bowl. I've been to the events in the Super Bowl about maybe 4 or 5 years ago when they had it in Atlanta. The it's crazy out there. I never seen nothing like that. It's the closest thing before I went to New York. That was the closest thing I say that it was closer to New York to me in my time. And during that time before I went to New York, it's like people walking across the street like a crowd of people, and they just enjoying the events, like going to catching footballs, going to little pop up shops here and there, buying stuff, and it's like people having a great time, just walking around having fun. Super Bowl is there. You meet celebrities, you meet players. Um, but the game itself, I want to go just because I want to